I probably should have done this a lot better earlier. Thanks, phone, for letting me know. That would have to do. Hopefully, I can prevent myself from blowing out the mic. Ooh, that did not look good. I think I might need to lower my graphics setting, which is already pretty kind of low, so. Shit. Then again, I'm just looking at my preview and everything else seems to be fine. Nothing. Switch to my stream health. That's looking fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and just lower these down to medium. Frick. Just lower it to medium, so my preview itself doesn't look that good, but I'm looking at the stream preview. It looks fine. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Alright, so right, this is what I need to do, so there's also this. Recommended quests. It recommends me doing Varka's quests. And how long is this up? It's up for 16 days, so 2 weeks. You know, yeah, sure, I'll do Varka's quest first. I couldn't see the navigation thing.
Where'd this letter in our bag come from? Did it just blow in on the breeze?
It's gonna be... Where is it? In here? Is this it? Event. I don't think that's it. Oh, here it is. I can't see the button where it says to read because I'm using a different setup right now, and which involves using my phone as the camera to track my model, and yeah, I have it set to where it blocks the freaking read button, or blocks the button in the corner. I can't see it. You know, can I hold on, let me see. That's not the right one. This is the right one. Capture cursor. Or do I need a freaking... Oh, there we go. Hey, my cursor. Gotta make sure I don't accidentally knock my phone over. This isn't on an actual stand. Well, a stand that holds steady, so... Yeah. Two Blaze, hey, long time no see, my friend. What's up? You say we just met recently? For a heart that's always missed its friend, every second feels like an eternity. And after such a grand adventure in Nodcry, you must have gathered quite a few stories along the way, yes? Are you perhaps looking for an old friend to talk to? Do you happen to need a bard? One who can turn your tales to verse? If so, come and catch up with me at Starsnitch Cliff. The wine is poured and the strings are already tuned.
Oh, it's from the tone-deaf bard. Apparently, he wants to hear all about our adventures in Nodcry. Maybe we can get some tasty treats out of him in return. Come on, let's go to Starsnatch Cliff.
Let's go. That's not the right one. Frick. Here's Starsnitch. That's not it either. Where is it? Here it is. You know, despite what I'm seeing is lag or slowdown, I'm not seeing too much on the actual preview itself. It's very fitting how my stream title is Let's Chill with this update, and we start off at night. It's always pretty chill. Was that always there, or was that have to do with the event of Nod Cry? I do not remember that being there. Then again, I don't always look up at the sky in games. Dude, I'm just taking in the environment again. And honestly, it still holds up. The environment, that is. The models have had trouble. I see some lag going on there. I fell. Oh, you're up there. Piss. Oh, well, it's not that big of a difficult climb. Just go this way. Yeah, everything else is still pretty loud.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Dude, I'm glad they actually switched out Karina's voice for that. Was I supposed to take that? I don't know if I was. Tone deaf bard? Venti? There you are. The trap character of the game. Which even still gets jokes about today.
Ah, welcome back, old friend. And how should I be addressing you these days? The honorary knight of Mondstadt? The Tumaini of Natlan? Or the great hero of Nodcry?
Ooh, why do I do this? We're gonna move it right here, because that's not gonna be in the way. Just call me by my name.
Wow, you sure have your finger on the pulse. We've barely caught our breath since Not Cry, but it sounds like you've already heard about what went down.
News travels fast on the wind. But before I can turn your tales into tunes, I need to hear them from the horse's mouth. My wine and my lyre are at the ready. So please, traveler, take a seat and tell me your tale.
You tell Venti everything that has happened in Nodcry.
Amazing! Incredible! The Rapier of Solnari
Uh.
and the Doctor? Truly a tale for the ages!
I don't think I was supposed to be
So
clipping.
I'm guessing the Wild Hunt is a thing of the past now that you've defeated the Rapier of Solnari.
Not really, still.
Seems that way. We were kind of focused on dealing with the doctor, though.
There's still some vestiges of the Wild Hunt around, but not enough to pose a major threat.
Well, that's good to hear. Hey, now that the Northern Abyss calamity is finally resolved, Varka must be getting ready for the triumphant return of his expedition, right?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen him in the longest time. He must have so many stories to share.
I was gonna ask, you two have really met before?
Right! Paimon was wondering about that too. He did call you Barbados, but weren't you still fast asleep back when he was in Mondstadt?
Let's call it half asleep. I was resting my eyes in the Thousand Winds Temple one day when I heard a commotion outside. It was a young knight who had journeyed there in search of trials and oracles after hearing some tall tales at the local tavern. In fact, all that awaited him were moss-covered walls and an angry ruin guard. But he seemed completely unfazed, laughing heartily as he sent the ruin guard's missiles flying off into the horizons.
Huh! They must have been making quite a racket if it was enough to wake up the tone-deaf bard.
Yeah, it sounded kinda like...
Kinda like that, apparently.
Hey! Is that all you've got?
Well, that's a new...
Bring it on!
like that.
Is he related to
Giving up
Eula?
already? Hey, you're not half as tough as Varka said.
A young knight of Favonius trekking out to the Thousand Winds Temple in search of adventure. Now there's a sight I haven't seen in a while.
A bard in green clothes. Does this mean... Oh, you're Venti? I was just wondering how I was gonna track you down.
Oh! So you were looking for the tone-deaf bard? Strange place to start your search.
Oh, to try the angel share?
Hold on. Blonde hair, white hair. You must be the honorary knight. And Paimon! The Grand Master talks about you all the time. Allow me
He has to be a
introduce
noble
myself.
because of his
I'm
freaking
Lowen,
outfit.
Vice Captain of the 5th Company of the Knights of Favonius and a member of the Expeditionary Force. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, so you're part of the expedition, huh? Right. So that's why Paimon's never seen you around in Mondstadt. Hey, wait a second. We never saw you in Nodcry either.
That's probably because when the Wild Hunt was still running rampant, I spent most of my time out on my own, making mincemeat out of monsters. I barely went back to base at all. Then, once the Wild Hunt calmed down, I got sent back to Mondstadt. Mixed blessing, if you ask me. Sounds like I missed out on some serious action.
No wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the doctor. So, why did Varka send you back?
Sent you to...
Deliver some letters.
Yeah, about... I was gonna say deliver
There's
letter.
one for the Knights of Favonius, one for the church, another for the Dawn Winery, at least 10 of them in total.
Jeez, how many people has he sent to deliver his mail now? Mika, Inefa, Lowen. He should just hire a full-time mailman already. In fact,
Oh, I blow
he's
the mic
earned
again.
himself a new nickname. Let's go with Sir Writes-A-Lot.
Another day, another nickname, huh, Tone Deaf Bard?
I'll have you know that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing
Go ahead
their
and lower
thoughts.
this a little bit.
So, tone deaf or not, I wear the title of Bard with pride. And I consider Sir Writes-A-Lot to be quite a compliment.
Wait, really? Darn it! Maybe Paimon should come up with some harder-hitting nicknames for these two.
Anyway, since this young man has come all the way to the Thousand Winds Temple looking for me, I assume he must have a letter for me too. Am I right?
You sure are. To use the Grand Master's own words.
This one is for the bard in green clothes. These days, I think he goes by Venti. Doesn't really have an address as such. You could start by asking around in Mondstadt, or maybe try your luck at the Thousand Winds Temple.
I'm gonna mute my mic, so I'm gonna be
I
focusing on
figured
the
that
story
since there
for a
was
bit.
this punching bag here, Ruin Guard, I could get some practice in while I was at it. So, I came right here the second I got back to Mondstadt.
That Varka is so slapdash sometimes. It's a good thing we happen to be nearby.
Oh, he also said to remind you to write back.
Nothing in particular.
Alright, I
Just
should move
some
my
idle
mic
chatter
more out of the
between two
way.
drinking buddies. But if I'm supposed to write back
So I should have a
this
less
time,
chance of blowing out the mic unless I get too close
Varka
like
gave
this.
you a whole
And
bunch
speak
of
very
letters,
loud!
right? Maybe you can head into
Did that on
Mondstadt
purpose
and
to
deliver the
blow out
rest
the
of them
mic.
first.
My thoughts exactly. Assuming I can find the way. Hopefully the roads haven't changed too much since the pre-expedition days.
Well, why don't we have Mondstadt's honorary knight escort this homeward-bound wanderer to the city?
Mm.
I'm sure some of the recipients of Varka's letters will turn out to be old friends of yours, too.
No objection.
Go! It's been a while since Paimon's done any guide work.
Thank you so much, honorary knight. And you, Miss Guide.
The Abyss. The Wild Hunt. Andreas. Get home safe, Varka.
Why do my ears feel so hot all of a sudden? Is someone talking about me?
Yo, we don't need the shippers going on. We already got a big man and a twink boy. We don't need the ship up there.
Surely there's no way anyone found the secret stash of cash in my office. That would be terrible.
Grandmaster, bad time to get distracted.
Watch out! Enemies approaching!
Huh? Oh, it's just a few stragglers. They're no real threat to us.
Oh, please tell me I
This
get to
expedition
play
is
as
almost
Varka right
over.
now.
We just need to deal with these final few targets, and then we will make our triumphant return.
Let's go! The freaking dual-wielding great swords. Oh, still alive. I was hoping to
Without
do a
the
little bit
ratio
more.
of Sonari to direct them, it seems like all that's left is their primal urge to destroy.
Destroy.
If this is all that the Wild Hunt can muster now, surely the Lightkeepers of Nodcry will be able to deal with what's left.
Just like I thought. What we should be wary of now is...
Grandmaster, based on
Whoa.
Lightkeeper intel and our own reconnaissance, one of the suspected targets should be just up ahead.
Good. You know the drill. Stay here and stand guard. Leave the rest to me.
Yes, Grandmaster.
We meet again, Andreas.
Andreas.
So, you've returned from Mondstadt. Don't you want to see what it looks like now? I was planning to take a look around there myself. Perhaps you could be my guide.
What's this? An echo from 1,000 years ago? Everything seems normal so far. Here's hoping I'm just overthinking things. There are 2 other places to check. Maybe this will all go smoothly after all. It's your turn, my friend. Come, Andreas!
Although, for returning to your old home, perhaps Andreas is a little too ostentatious. Might be better to go by...
Boreas.
Hello?
Huh?
Injustice. Corruption. Iniquity.
Is the surface world still as wretched and foul as ever? Answer me, heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
Once I get a moment of
Looks like
calm,
not
I'm
getting
gonna
out of
switch
this
over to my
without a
PNG.
fight. That's where things stand with the expedition. The victors will be returning home soon, so make sure to stock up on wine for the celebrations.
Alright, I'm gonna switch over to my PNG tube
P.S.
now.
I hope everyone's keeping up with their daily training. I'll be testing you all when I get back to make sure no one's regressed. P.P.S. I wrote individual letters for each and every one of you. Don't forget to write back.
That's all.
Everyone gets one? Wow! Sir Writes a Lot is really living up to his name.
I guess the Grand Master
Oops.
must have something specific to say to each of us. Even I got a letter, and I'm not a real knight yet.
Jean? Oh, yes. That's our Grand Master for you.
By the way, anyone know where I can find the cavalry captain? I have a letter for him as well.
You mean Kaya? He said he was meeting a friend from the church at the Angel Share. Allegedly for work. Said he was exchanging intel. But I'd say there's a 50-50 chance he's just there for a drink.
Paimon bets there'll be lots of familiar faces there.
I forgot I had
Delira
muted my
Kaya's
thing.
letter, and these are there too as well.
Really? Oh, that would be a great help, thank you.
Our thanks to you too, Lowen. The other knights will help distribute the remaining letters. You've had a long journey. Please go get some rest.
Great, but I won't be resting just yet. I have one last letter to deliver to Wolvendom. This one, I was planning on delivering personally. I heard that another challenger recently passed Boreas' trial. Well, with any luck, that wolf might be willing to reveal himself to me, too.
Very well, but please remember to show respect to the local wolves.
I will. Goodbye.
I like his voice. Yeah, I like his voice. Yo, Noelle.
Grandmaster offered
AKA,
lots of advice in his letter
what,
regarding my
wife
recent
number 8?
assessments. I didn't think he'd spare a thought for that kind of thing in the middle of an expedition. So, honorary knight, if you have the time, do you think you could help me out with my special training?
I'm just gonna leave it there. It's a very easy Smex joke I can make with that, but I'm not going to.
He wants to test me to see if my skills have regressed? I still haven't forgotten how he went easy on me last time. I'm assuming you must have seen him going all out before. When the time comes, you'd better keep an eye on him for me.
Sure, wife of wife number 1. Freaking stupid. Oh, there's Lisa.
Ah, the Grand Master. The archives are filled with documents awaiting his review. I'm not letting him run off again until he's finished dealing with every last one. On another note, have you spoken to Jean? I hope she'll finally be able to relax a little once Varka returns.
Where is Amber? Is Amber not here? Does she piss off? Look like she pissed off. Alright, cool. Lumine won't talk to wife number 1 today. Or... Oh, there they are. Yo, what up?
Okay, we'll deliver these letters to the Adventurers Guild and the Cat's Tail. You can just handle the ones for the Angel Share.
The expedition is finally wrapping up. Oh, I hope the maps I made on our way there are good enough to get them safely home.
Did its voice change? He sounds more nasally.
The Grand Master wrote in his letter that the Boom Blossom bombs we sent worked really well. He wants to know if we've made any more.
Oh, Klee, what did you do? Hello there, Jane. Got you talking with, or not just got you talking with your wife, but no, she was one of the last ones.
Honorary Knight, you're still here?
Why, you're receiving something in mind?
Is it that obvious?
Huh? But Burke is coming back. The situation in Notcry is stable. Surely things are looking up.
True. From what you and Lowen have told me, the expedition has indeed accomplished its strategic objectives. It seems that Mondstadt no longer faces any threat from the perils of the North, be they the Wild Hunt or the Doctor. And yet, for some reason, I can't help but recall something the Grandmaster said to me before he left.
If I don't make it back from this expedition, you'll have to assume the mantle of Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. If it comes to that, remember to train the next Knight of Boreas in my stead. I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt, but they still need time to grow. Some have yet to master the art of social interaction. Some don't yet understand that they too need protecting. And some, well, some might not even want to be a knight yet. What's wrong? Well, there's no need to frown. I'm going on an expedition, not marching to my death. This is all just a contingency plan in the event that I'm unable to return.
Ooh.
Until I return, I leave them in your care.
The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice in Mondstadt's history. The first wandering knight to claim the title arrived in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, along with his wolf companion. He was as free as the wind. He left no succession plan behind. Even his name was lost to history. The title of Boreas could have disappeared from Mondstadt just as he did. But he had an informal disciple, a knight named Ravenwood, who admired the Knight of Boreas greatly. Ravenwood's valor and swordsmanship earned him the wolf spirit's recognition. When the old aristocracy tried to regain power, Ravenwood came once more to Mondstadt's defense. From then on, the title of Knight of Boreas was passed down from generation to generation within the Knights of Favonius.
Wolf spirit? You mean that big blue wolf in Wolfenden?
Correct. As you may already know, the Wolf of the North is the surviving spirit of an ancient god, and the Knight of Boreas serves as an intermediary between him and humanity. Lupus Boreas, who had never known what it meant to love, came to understand it through the journey with his human companion. In the end, he chose to allow his power to become one with the land. This was once a well-known tale in Mondstadt, but these days, few people are aware that the starting point of the Wolf King's journey was not Mondstadt, but Nodcry.
Huh?
Interesting bit of lore drop here.
You don't seem surprised. Did you sense something in Nodcry? Once again, you do us proud, Honorary Knight. The great Wolf King of the North came here from Nodcry. Although he doesn't like to speak of his past. In fact, he rarely shows himself to people at all nowadays. As such, this tale can only be found deep within the Knights of Favonius library. Even among the Knights of Favonius, few are aware of it. The Grand Master didn't disclose any concrete objectives before departing on his expedition. I couldn't help but wonder whether it might somehow be related to Nodcry's Wolf of the North. I kept my speculations to myself, however. Sharing them would only spread unwarranted suspicion toward the Four Winds among the people of Mondstadt. You experienced the turmoil caused by Duval and the East Wind's actions for yourself. Surely you can understand my concern?
No wonder Varga wasn't clear about his motives. Is that what he was worried about?
Very possibly. He was probably also reserving judgment. Having heard about your experiences in Nodcry, I now suspect that the Grand Master hadn't yet ascertained the true identity of our enemy at that time. And as it turns out, the Calamity born in the north wasn't an ancient god, but rather the Wild Hunt and the Doctor. I guess we were both jumping to conclusions.
Yeah, always better. I thought it said fuck it, worst case scenario.
Yes, I completely agree. The tide can turn rapidly in times of battle. It's a leader's responsibility to prepare for every possible contingency. Even if his contingency plan never needs to be put into action.
Said.
I'm sure the Grand Master is relieved to know that it's in place.
So it sounds like Jean's worried that, again, history's gonna repeat itself.
Thank you for being such a patient listener. I feel much more settled after talking with you. If you have any spare time, would you mind stopping off to say hello to the other knights? I'm sure they have all missed our honorary knight just as much as I have.
And I'm sure it's the other ones here. Yeah, I had already talked to them. I doubt they'll have anything else to say, so. New mean bits, wife number 1, farewell.
That turned into a pretty long conversation, huh? We should probably go deliver those letters to the Angel Share now.
So with this quest plus the event that is happening, actually at the moment right now, I've seen people saying that we're basically redoing the prologue, or feels like we're redoing the prologue, which honestly it'd be pretty freaking cool if you get that feeling of when you first booted up the game for the first time. That would be awesome.
Come in, take a seat.
When you're mixing drinks in hot weather, start by pouring in cold water and add ice cubes. Then drain out the water before adding the other ingredients. How's that for a secret recipe? Maybe it's worth a little intel in return.
Ooh.
Please. I've known that little trick for a good 10 years at least. You'll have to offer something a little more substantial if you're serious about trading.
I know there's no one else in the tavern right now, but do you two really need to talk so loudly? Especially if you're supposed to be exchanging confidential information.
Kaya! Rosaria! D-Luke! Paimon knew we'd find you here!
What up?
Looks like it's about to get even noisier.
A little liveliness never killed anyone. Traveler, Paimon, what brings you our way?
Please allow me to once again express my sincere condolences regarding your late father and the incident with Eric. We make absolutely no excuse for his crimes. I hope you will give some serious consideration to the question I asked you before I left, though I'm sure you're tired of hearing me ask by now. The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you.
From the look on your face, I'm guessing the Grand Master is still refusing to drop it?
He nags like an old man. It's hardly surprising.
Huh? Drop what? What's this about?
Nothing, really. Before leaving on the expedition, Varka came here to chat with me over a drink. I failed to avoid him. He, asked me if I'd consider rejoining the Knights of Favonius, and I declined. He expressed his regret about everything that happened, and asked me to reconsider. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, right. Sounds like you skipped a lot of details. There's clearly more to it.
Whatever details I chose to omit are in...
I forgot that I muted myself. I had to do something, so let me. I'll read this out loud. Please allow me once again to express my sincerest condolence regarding your late father in the incident with urgent. He has absolutely no excuse for his crimes. I hope you will give some serious consideration to the question I asked you before I left, though I'm sure you're tired of hearing me ask by now. The Knights of Favonius were always welcome. From the look on your face, I'm guessing the Grandmaster is still refusing to drop it. He nods like an old man. It's hardly surprising. Huh? Drop what? What about this about? Nothing really. Before leaving the expedition, Varka came to a chat with me over a drink. I failed to avoid him. He asked me if I considered rejoining the Knights of Favonius, and I declined. He expressed his regrets about everything that happened and asked me to reconsider. That is all there is to it. Whatever details I choose to omit are in the past. Dragging them back up now serves no purpose.
You say that now, but back then, you couldn't let it go.
Yeah.
You and the Knights of Favonius were constantly at odds.
I wasn't seeing the full picture. I've had a lot of time to reflect since then.
I might have to end the stream a bit earlier too, maybe for something else, for other reasons. But, you know, I'm gonna try going as long as I can. If I can get close to an hour, then that's good.
Both the Grandmaster and the acting Grandmaster.
It'll be about 45 minutes,
too
preferably
upright
close to
and honorable.
55.
I can't see the shadows that lurk beneath them due to the size of the organization they lead. They need someone on the outside to keep watch vigilantly.
If I had a Mora for every time I've heard you repeat that argument. I actually don't disagree with the first part of what you said. But don't you think someone can keep tabs on things from the inside?
When you join an organization, you're bound by its rules, no matter how free it may seem on the surface.
You think so? Never mind the Knights. Have you honestly ever been bound by the rules of the Church?
Good question. Have you considered that maybe that's why I chose to join the Church and not the Knights to begin with?
Are they arguing or not? It's kind of hard to tell.
Yo, they got a tensioner that you can cut with a knife.
Kind of like the contingencies Jean was talking about. The more ways they have to protect their home, the better. Huh? Traveler?
Talk to everyone. So let's talk to the brothers here.
What should I report back to the Grandmaster on? Let me think. Public order inside the city, monster activity in the wild. Oh, and a review of the latest vintages. I think I'll leave it at that.
Hey, look.
My reply won't be a long one, as usual. I'm sure Varka won't be surprised.
Alright. And I believe you will be up top. Put some more on it. Put some more. There you are. There's no room up here. Cool, we're gonna do it right here over the railing.
If you hadn't had to deliver that guy's mail, you wouldn't have been subjected to all this tedious arguing. When I write back, I'll tell him to quit making trouble for other people.
It's no trouble. Lowen did most of the work. We just volunteered to do the last leg of the journey. Mostly to come say hello.
So you see what's really going on here?
All
Fuck.
3 of us fell for that old rascal's scheme far too readily.
Huh? Scheme? What do you mean? Was Varka lying in his letters then?
No. While I'm sure Varka knows full well that Diluc would never agree to rejoin the Knights, I believe the sentiments he expressed were genuine, as was his offer to welcome Diluc back. There are people like Kaya and I, and then there are those who are true champions of justice to the core. Those people are the most susceptible to being driven to extremes by great upheaval. It's happened in Mondstadt before. Not only that, but it happened to a Knight of Boreas. That'll really hit home for Varka. And that's why his nagging is even more persistent than usual. Yeah. So no one's told you this before? The lineage of the Knights of Boreas had nearly been extinguished twice
That
in
was
history.
weird. I heard a little
The first
jump
was at
in
its
the audio
inception.
there.
The second was the case I was alluding to.
Oh! Wasn't Jean telling us about this? Wait. And then we got caught up talking about the expedition, and we never got around to the second time.
I happened to hear about it from Varka once when he was drinking and started yammering
What is-
on. The second crisis in the Knights of Boreas lineage. It was 500 years ago.
What is her voice
Although the
acting?
Knights of Boreas are meant to be intermediaries between humans and wolves, in practice, very few of them have been truly recognized by Lupus Boreas over the past millennium.
Okay, real talk. She sounds like she's reading a script. That's what it sounds. It sounds like she's just reading a script. Like she's reading it off the script. That's really what it sounds like. What happened? What happened? Did she not? Did they not give her any voice direction, or did they not? Or did they just use the first take? What happened?
Of those who have, the best known are the first Knight of Boreas, Ravenwood, the wolf pup Rostam, and Varka himself. But 500 years ago, there was one who earned the respect of Boreas even before gaining the title. He was a disciple of Rostam. They thought he would become the mightiest Knight of Boreas who ever lived. He was the perfect knight. Righteous, principled. His name was Roland, the blood-stained knight.
Yikes! Bloodstained Knight? That sounds a little ominous.
Well, apparently his original title was the White Knight. But he lost countless comrades during the Abyssal Calamity 500 years ago, including his tutor and mentor, Rostam. The endless bloodshed stained his sword and armor a crimson as deep as black,
Oh no.
transforming the White Knight into the Blood-Stained Knight. After that, he threw himself completely into battling monsters, leaving Mondstadt and the Knights of Favonius behind. To this day, no one knows his final whereabouts. It's hard to say whether the loss of an important figure in his life is what drove him to the point of obsession, or whether he was already too far gone to save. But had he known that the Knights of Favonius would always welcome him back, perhaps things would have turned out differently. So if you want my opinion, the reason why Varka keeps asking Diluc to rejoin, despite knowing that he'll never say yes, is to let him know you're not alone. After all these years, he's still as persistent as ever. Just like how he used to be with me.
Huh. Turns out Varka's a lot more thoughtful than he lets on. Paimon had
What do
the
you
wrong
mean
idea
that-
about him.
And from the very beginning, he was seems more
This
thoughtful.
whole Boreas business that Paimon isn't really getting. Wasn't Andreas a god in Mondstadt thousands of years in the past? If so, why did Jean say that Boreas and the Wandering Knight only arrived here just 1,000 years ago? Plus, Paimon's super curious about what happened to Roland.
Rolling. Shall we get an answer straight from the horse's mouth?
That's a great idea! Jean said he hasn't been showing himself much lately, but he always seems happy to oblige whenever you show up. Let's go!
So we can kick its ass? Let's go! Let's fuck it up! Hey, I reached my minimum requirement time, but I'm still gonna go further. Just to go even further beyond. Ah. Oh. There's no way we're dealing with the wild hunt in Mondstadt.
What's going on here? Was Wolvendom always like this? Paimon has a bad feeling about this. The Wild Hunt? What are they doing here?
Oh.
Watch out!
Defensive mode engaged.
Oh, shit, I'm in a... Alright, that's actually pretty loud. Let me lower the volume some more. There we go.
Laid bare.
Strike a pop!
Cleanup sequence in.
Overruled.
There we go.
Are you alright?
Just, bye.
What now? There better not be more Wild Hunt monsters!
Yeah, it's this guy.
You scared Paimon stiff! She thought you were...
Stop right there. Answer me this. The 2 letters I gave you, who are they for?
2 letters? Wasn't it 3?
There was 3. Kaya,
Okay.
Delik, and who's it? Arya.
Well, Paimon's coolest naive expression doesn't appear to be an act.
Hey! What are you trying to say? Wait, what are you trying to say, huh? Huh?
She's saying you passed the test.
Passed a test? Really? Huh? She didn't even realize she was taking one!
You may dispense with your suspicions. The Wolfpack has borne witness. They fought against the aberrations that encroached upon this land. And our attackers showed no ability to disguise themselves this time. Ah, a familiar scent. Come. I will await you at the usual grounds.
Well, if the boss of Wolvendom has vouched for you, I guess I should apologize for doubting you just now.
So he pays to remain vigilant.
Sure was. Fortunately, my experience in Nodcry didn't go to waste. Turns out the Wild Hunt all feel the same when you stab them. They didn't stand a chance. Something seems wrong with that old wolf, though. Go on. You should check on him.
You know what? Oh, fuck it. Fuck it. We're in something. We're in a special stage. Let's grant a wish. Fuck. I didn't think it'd work. Do I change? I'm not going to. That's the floor. No, it's the wall. Hey, Razor. Making sure your dad is okay? Your father?
Lupus Boreas, not injured. Why so weak? Am I not strong enough?
You are not to blame. With With your Iron Claw, you successfully blocked their attacks. However, their assault went beyond the mere physical world. They followed my trail from the distant north across the ley lines. They sought to corrupt the territory I protect. But I shall not let them succeed without a fight.
Yo, way to go, man.
We meet again, human Lupical.
Human Lupical.
So, are you saying that the wild hunt we just got attacked by came all the way from Nodcry to Mondstadt? How is that even possible?
As you know, I stand before you as an incomplete being. I am but one remnant of the god Andreas' soul. The source of this turmoil. I can sense it. It lies in the north. It is the part of me that remains in Nodcry, from whence I came.
Wait, so isn't that that other guy then?
I'm confused. How can you be in two places at once?
Do you all like split yourself into multiple parts? Neither give
For
them an
many
answer.
gods, housing a part of their soul within an object is no difficult feat. But those who can perform such delicate partitions as this are rare, even among the gods. The Wolf King,
Freaking
Andreas,
Erica's
was
still
particularly adept in this art.
Still having a good
Otherwise, no
good voice
remnants
for
of his
Venti.
soul would have survived till the present day.
Dude, I am so glad that Erica did not did not join the hate campaign
Maybe
during
the
the
god of
voice
Animo
actor
guided me
controversy.
here. For it appears that someone is in need of a tale from the distant past, and our wolf friend doesn't seem too keen on recounting it himself. Who better than a bard to do the honors? Lord Boreas, do I have your blessing to share this story?
As you wish.
Lupus Boreas wandered the frozen tundra and stumbled into the Sealy Hall. Enchanted by their song, tender as the dawn's starlight, and curious about the ways of humankind, the wolf bade farewell to his home and set off for the city to the south. As the high tower crumbled and the fierce winds fell silent, Lupus Boreas, who once had hunted with the storm winds himself, looked within and inquired, was the shelter he provided for humanity really any different from that given by the reclusive king in his tower? The wolf entrusted those under his protection to a new god and quietly returned to the frozen north. There, in a palace long since abandoned by its former master, the great wolf closed his eyes and slept. 500 bitter winters passed, then 500 equally frigid springs. He slumbered undisturbed until a night stumbled in from the cold, just as Lupus Boreas had once done at the Sealy Hall, and awoke him at long last. The night asked the wolf to join him on a journey south, to see once more the land that had all but faded from his memory. The gentle wolf, unwilling to refuse the human's earnest plea, split his soul into two halves and left his home once more. Seeing how the ice and snow had given way to verdant plains, hearing the laughter and song that now filled the once somber city, the aging Lupus Boreas turned to his friend, the god of Animo, and remarked, "So, this is the world the humans dreamed of." Though the night's journey was not yet over, the wolf chose to bid farewell to his companion here. He had written the end to his story. What knowledge he had been gifted flowed into the land. Everything he was, he gave unto the world. Well, that's how a bard would tell the tale. Lord Boreas, is there anything you'd like to add?
There is no need for you to ask that question.
So that's what happened. You returned to Mondstadt with that knight 1,000 years ago, and then for the sake of the new Mondstadt,
You need not feel remorse on my account. That was my answer, my decision. If anyone should feel regret, it is the part of me who remained in Notcry. I fear Andreas has not found peace in his heart even to this day. That is surely why those vile aberrations were able to exploit his weakness, sowing the seeds of all the turbulence that has ensued.
So are you saying that's the Wild Hunt?
We followed Boreas' trail in Nodcry. We investigated and discovered no signs of instability.
Andreas should still be slumbering by the lakeside. Perhaps all the recent turmoil in Notcry has had unforeseen consequences. And there's more. I detect another familiar scent from across the ley lines. A scent that reeks of blood.
Could they be Roland, the Bloodstained Knight?
the White Knight who became the Bloodstained Knight? The mightiest knight of Boreas? But wasn't he from 500 years ago? You think he's immortal or something?
I remember him as just a man. His lifespan should be no longer than any other of his kind. But before he severed his connection to Boreas, his final destination, it was the ancient kingdom of Conria, as you call it. Beyond that, I know not if he lived or died.
Conria, 500 years
If you
ago.
want to get to the bottom of this, I'm afraid you'll have to make another trip to Nodcry yourselves. As luck would have it, another old friend of ours just so happens to be free right now. If you ask him nicely, he might give you a lift. That could save you a lot of time on the road.
No wonder I can suddenly sense the east wind's presence.
If even Mondstadt has been affected by the fallout, Nodcry must be in real trouble by now. I hope Varka can handle it.
Varka? Is he in danger?
I believe too many passengers would slow our dear friend down. I fear he only has room to carry one person, along with perhaps a diminutive companion.
Alright, wish it could be me, but I accept that we should send our strongest warrior to fight Nodcry's battles. I'll stay here and deal with any wild hunt that try harassing Mondstadt. It'll be a good chance to try out some new moves.
I stay in Mondstadt too. With Traveler's help, Varka will be safe.
Razor.
Hell yeah.
Give me your iron claw.
I feel like we're about halfway through this quest. Yo, am I getting a special sword?
Traveler, give this token to the current knight of Boreas. It is a wolf spirit. It contains my power and thoughts. Though I have given him a piece before, this should bring him new strength.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their hearts and sharpening their claws and fangs.
Oh, that was a good shot. They did in the game.
Hearts and flesh cannot bear the soul of a wolf directly. It would be akin to forcefully merging a human and a wolf into one being. They would descend into chaos. To prevent the entanglement of souls, the most I can do is temporarily house my power and thoughts within claws and fangs wrought of steel. Although, truth be told, that knight does not lack for power. What he needs more is the thoughts within. But I shall leave this for him to explain. The great
You know, I feel
wolf
like this
king of
cutscene
the
could have
north
ended a bit
remains
ago.
strong for now.
I'm just letting it play out. Because I can't really add anything to it.
Protection of my Lupercal.
I will protect Lupercal. The North and Varka, I leave to you.
Just give me the word whenever you're ready.
Oh! I'm currently in this special story mode. I hate that I have to do this. I really, really do. I cannot tell you how much I hate that. I really do hate that. Really. Well, I do gotta end it off right here anyway, so yeah. Oh, thank you, Bodheads, for checking it out. I don't think I'm gonna keep this on VOD, but if I do, thank you for checking it out.